I got into a debate on Facebook just a few days ago with one of these liberals that for some reason always comes back and is commenting, and he's out of his mind if you ask me. I mean, the guy doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I brought up something about Benghazi, and he basically said that, you know, my thoughts on Benghazi and my thoughts on the IRS scandal, they were just my opinions. They were just my opinions. I'm not based in fact, this liberal said. I'm just, you know, going off my opinions here. Is he living under a rock? Does he know what's going on in this country? Does he know how serious these scandals are? They're very serious. But ladies and gentlemen, the point here is the liberal youth and anyone out there for that matter who still supports Obama, even after all these scandals are emerging, they're completely blind. They're delusional. They're absolutely insane. There is no other way to put it. I'm sorry if I'm not being nice. I'm sorry if that's not what you want to hear. But it's the truth. Anyone who still supports Obama after all these scandals and lies either has literally been living under a rock and hasn't gotten the right information, or they're just out of their mind, or they like corruption, or they like all these lies. Either way you look at it, ladies and gentlemen, anyone who still supports Obama is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Out of their mind. You have to be crazy to still support this administration after everything that has happened. Crazy. I want to play this clip from Bill Maher's show, and if Sam Whitfield is listening right now, I apologize. He told me recently that he absolutely hates when I play clips from Bill Maher. I hate the guy too. He drives me nuts. But he says just idiotic thing after idiotic thing. And Bill Maher had Michael Morfood on his show the other day, and he basically went on to accuse the GOP of treason with regards to Benghazi, and then says something that really, really troubled me at the end of this audio clip that I'm going to play in just a second. It really, really troubled me, and it had to do with my generation. Listen to this.
It's at some point, obstruction becomes, I don't know, treason. You know, I mean, they've also blocked Obama's head of the EPA. There's no head of the circuit court in D.C. You know, at some point, it just becomes more about hating him than loving your country.
No, they hate America. That's really what it is.
They hate America.
Yeah, I think these conservatives and right-wingers really, for as much as they say they love this country, they hate it. They hate the government. They hate people.
But those are two different things, aren't they?
No. Well, it shouldn't be. The government's supposed to be of, by, and for the people.
Oh, right, so Mr. Morfood. Right, exactly. Exactly. So if we as conservatives love this country, then we have to in turn love the government that governs us, right? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. None. We hate this country. I'm sorry, Mr. Morfood. I don't see you or any of your liberal cronies ever talking about how great this country is. I don't see you guys flying nearly as many flags as us conservatives do at these tea parties. You never talk about how great America is. In fact, Mr. Morfood, as I recall, it's your party who constantly puts down this country, who constantly blames America for everything. So this idea that conservatives are the ones that hate this country is absurd. Let's keep listening.
Why is the government the big evil bastard here? The government is only...
Because, Mike, it got taken over by a Kenyan socialist. That's why. That's why we need our guns.
From Cincinnati.
Yeah, we might have to take over the government.
Yeah. Listen, here's the good news. I'm not as depressed about this as you are, because as all the polls show, the next generation coming up, They don't agree with any of this nonsense. They don't want to own guns. They're not selling any guns to young people. They're not bigots. They're not haters.
Right.
81% of young adults support gay marriage. They support legalization of
Less religious?
Less, yes, thinking that, yes.
All right, stop.
All right.
Stop.
No,
What are they cheering about? They're cheering that this generation, the next generation that is going to one day take control of America, is less religious? They're cheering about that, folks. They're praising it. They are praising the idea that my generation is lost. And it's really, truly a sad thing. The solution, folks, we have to educate. We have to educate and raise our voices. Because the future of this country is literally in our hands. Literally in our hands. It's up to us to decide what path we want to go on, what country we want to be. Do we want to continue going down this path of fundamental transformation? Or do we want to reverse course and get back to our traditional values and constitutional principles?
Factor Talk Radio.